Welcome to Van Tales, and welcome to Vindolanda, one of Britain's most extraordinary Roman forts. Nestled just outside Hadrian's Wall, this site has been revealing treasures of ancient life for over a century. Today we're going to take a walk around and see what it looks like in HD. Hope you enjoy the video. Vindolanda, one of the most remarkable Roman sites in Britain, where up in Northumberland, just south of Hadrian's Wall, Roman soldiers once guarded the empire's northern frontier. Today we're going to wander through this extraordinary fort and settlement, see some of the famous discoveries, and I'm going to take you along for the journey. So grab yourself a brew, settle in, and let's step back nearly 2,000 years in time. As we walked in, the first thing that struck us was the sheer scale of this place. Vindolanda wasn't just a fort, it was a small community with homes, shops, workshops and even bathhouses. Imagine the sound of boots on the cobblestones, the clang of hammers in the blacksmith's forge, the smell of baking bread. These foundations, you see, the remains of buildings from several different periods. The Romans rebuilt this fort at least 9 times, adapting it for the needs of the moment. stone walls are impressive, but most of the original fort would have been made of timber. But what makes Vindolanda so special is the preservation. Because of the wet, oxygen-free soil, fragile things like leather, cloth, wooden writing tablets have survived for centuries. Those famous Vindolanda tablets, small slithers of wood covered in ink writing, give us a personal window into Roman life. One soldier writes asking for more beer, another invites a friend to a birthday party. It's like reading someone's WhatsApp messages from the year 100 AD. You can picture the soldiers patrolling Hadrian's Wall, just a short march north from here. Many came from far off provinces like Spain, Belgium, Gaul, bringing their own customs and food. Life here was tough, especially in the winter. The winds cut across the hills and the rain. Around us are the remains of the granaries, where supplies were stored in Roman times. These would have been filled with sacks of grain, barrels of wine, and crates of dried fish from the Mediterranean. In another video, I'll cover the museum at Vindolanda, because that's where the real treasures shine. In glass cases, you'll see perfectly preserved shoes, some small enough to fit a toddler, other large boots for soldiers. There are combs, brooches, gaming pieces, and even charred remains of bread. And of course, the wooden writing tablets. They're protected in a climate-controlled display. Each item is a voice from the past, telling us not just about the battles and the politics, but about ordinary lives. Here we see some wheelbarrows from the archaeologists and volunteers from the Vindolanda Trust, which was established in 1970 with the aim of excavating the Vindolanda site for educational purposes and for the public. And since then, they've continuously excavated the site for almost 50 years. In a moment, we're going to see the remains of some of the drainage, some of the underfloor heating. People wouldn't believe that the Romans, yes, they had underfloor heating. As we make our way back through the fort, you can really feel the weight of history here, but also its resilience. The stones have seen empires rise and fall, yet they remain quietly telling their story to anyone willing to listen. It's more than just an archaeological site. It's a reminder that even the smallest scraps of the past can bring the ancient world to life. Thank you for watching the first video of our adventures that I'm sharing with you guys. This has all been made with just a single camera, no expensive equipment, no fancy software, so please excuse any issues with the sound or the video, but I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, maybe you'd like to like and subscribe to the channel and come along on our next adventure. From Vindolanda, we wish you safe travels and happy tales.
Back at this side. Yeah.